You might remember we talked 1, maybe 2 months ago about the Republican National Committee telling Trump, if you declare that you're running for the presidency before the midterms, we're not going to pay your legal fees anymore. And this raised two interesting topics. One was, wow, the RNC believes, maybe correctly, that Trump declaring his candidacy now would be bad for Republicans in November. And that probably is true. And then the second revelation was the RNC is paying Trump's legal fees. What's the deal with that? And the most likely conclusion that most of you came to based on the people that emailed me is the RNC is incentivized to pay Trump's legal fees so that he maybe keeps himself out of some trouble that could be even more damaging to our candidates, our being the Republican Party in November. But it's all very speculative and very, very sort of nebulous. We now have learned that the RNC is not paying Trump's legal fees for what's going on at Mar-a-Lago. And we have a number of different articles about this. And one of them, Politico, is really the main news outlet reporting this in an article called Trump Adds Former Florida Solicitor General to Legal Team Working Mar-a-Lago Probe. A few paragraphs in, you see Trump will have to pay on his own. A person familiar with the matter confirmed that the RNC is not paying for Trump's legal fees related to the FBI's investigation and retrieval of documents at Mar-a-Lago. That's a departure of sorts from the past. The RNC has, for example, paid Trump's legal bills involving New York Attorney General Tish James's investigation. The committee would stop paying Trump's legal fees should he formally declare his candidacy, a step he has hinted at but has yet to take. So this actually has a number of different potential implications. Number one, Trump has been extra flipping out in public. And a little bit later in the show, we're going to look at Trump did a 60-post sort of apoplectic tirade on Truth Central yesterday, 60 posts, including QAnon conspiracy theories. Part of Trump being extra unhinged may be that they're no longer paying his legal fees. And the second element of this might explain why Donald Trump is having so much trouble finding good lawyers. They probably know, the lawyers, that without the backing of the RNC for the legal bills, they're probably never going to get paid. And every time I've dealt with a lawyer, they go, send me a $5,000 retainer up front and I'll start billing out of that $5,000. I'm guessing with Trump, they're having trouble getting the upfront retainer money. But this could explain why Trump is having trouble finding lawyers as well. And it could be a very, very crazy 8 weeks between now and the midterms. And there is an indictment watch. I mean, it's kind of a weird term because we're likely to learn about it after the fact. But there is now an open discussion about more like when will the indictment happen rather than if. Although I suggest we still wait before we assume that that will take place. So Trump now paying, or not really, I guess we could say, responsible for his own legal fees, but whether he will pay them is a different issue. We will have all of these images and pictures and videos, including the one of the secret documents in Trump's house, on our Instagram, which you can find at David Pakman Show. Also, by the way, if you want to see some wacky, wacky hate mail I got, follow me on Instagram at david.pakman.